What's going on, guys? We're back here with a exciting one to start off. Episode number 1 of the Texas Rangers franchise rebuild, whatever you really want to call it. But MLB The Show 25 just dropped not even 2 minutes ago, and we are already here on the grind. As you can see, the franchise menu does look a little bit different this year, and it actually looks a lot different. This is like a whole Madden setup here. We have a very old team to go over, a very big team to go over, at least from our MLB standpoint. What I'm mostly kind of focusing on here in this series is going to be just rebuilding this older Texas Rangers team and just try to make it a lot younger, a lot faster. You know, we do have our hitters now, but they are already up there in age. We have a good solid rotation in our 5, but you know, I don't think it's going to work out for much long, especially when the age comes to Wise. But let's start off by going over our current team before we do make any moves. I don't think we're going to make any moves in this episode. Probably going to play the season opener here, and that's about it. You know, I don't really see a reason to trade everyone immediately. Might as well just see how the team does to start it off. At starting pitcher, we have Jacob deGrom, who is 36 years old at an 88 overall A potential. You know, he's not going to really improve from this point already. He's 36. He is an 88 overall, maybe a guy that we look to trade eventually here down the line. He has had some injury problems since we've got him. He's only played 9 games, so that doesn't really help us. We also have Nathan Eovaldi, who is also 35 years old at an 82 overall. His starting rotation isn't bad in any necessarily means, but it is pretty old. We also have Cody Bradford, who is a 79 overall, who's basically played all entire his career. Not basically, he did with the Rangers. Definitely a guy we could probably keep around depending on how it works out. We also have John Gray at a 75 overall, who is also 33 years old. Another older pitcher here. Basically, our whole entire starting 5, at least from our pitching point, is kind of up there. You know, we have Tyler Mule. We also have a guy I'm kind of excited for here, Kumar Rocker, B potential. He's only 25. He played 30 games last year. Started 30, he went 0-2, but still pretty young. Jack Lettler. You know, not really too many prospects, I guess, when it comes to pitching. We do have Emmanuel Tudio, who's 24 years old, but other than that, not really too many prospects for the pitching pin. And our bullpen is pretty much the same. It's either old or we don't have a good bullpen. You know, already, as you can see, 6 guys are already over the age of 30. You know, Hobie Miller, who probably won't be here, he'll probably wind up ending up in AA or AAA. Josh Sorbs, Sean Armstrong, Jacob Webb, Orioles legend right there, JT Kargas, and we have a 41-year-old Jesse Chavez in the bullpen as well, which, I mean, I thought he was a coach at this point. I guess not. But as you can see, our team is very old so far. Closing pitcher, Chris Martin, and again, my point stands, 38 years old, pretty old. At catcher, we do have Kyle Higashioka, Jonah Heim, who won't get traded. I do believe we can still get some, you know, reps out of him. And other than that, once again, not really too many prospects on this team. After that World Series, you know, we haven't done too much. We did add Jake Berger, though, here in the offseason, who is 28 with B potential, 82 overall. At second base, we have Marcus Semien, a guy I'm pretty excited to use, but once again, age is a factor here. He's 34 years old. We're not going to have that much time with him. We also have Ezekiel Duran at second base, who could be a pinch hitter for us. At third base, we have Josh Jung. He's 27. He probably won't be getting moved unless we can get top tier value for him, or at least, you know, a couple prospects and a bunch. We also have Josh Smith, who also has B potential at a 77 overall. Corey Seager at a 92 overall, our best rated player, who is 30. If we're going to rebuild, maybe this is another guy we look to move at the deadline. Or even before that, you know, he has 99 power, at least on the right side. You know, I don't think I would particularly like to move him, but if we're not looking so handy dandy, you know, when the time comes, maybe we'll look at a trade potentially. At left field, the future of this team, Wyatt Langford, 23 years old, 84 overall with A potential, played a phenomenal year last year, and I like to see that keep going, especially for us. 100% now in the trade block. This is one of our only untouchable players. Jock Peterson as well, who we added in the offseason, and Evan Carter with B potential, 22 years old. Center field, Kevin Pillar, another older guy. He probably wind up starting. It'll probably be Leody Taveras. He's 26, B potential 71 overall. And then on right field, Adolis Garcia, who has been a Ranger for a very long time, past at least 5-6 years. He's once again 32 years old, not going to get any better than 83. And that is our Texas Rangers for at least some time to come. You know, not sure where we're going to go after this. Maybe we look at some trades as we progress through the season. Right now, I'm not really focused on any trades. I am focused on taking on the Boston Red Sox for game number 1, Garrett Crochet versus Jacob deGrom. We are going to go ahead and change the starting lineup before we do take over anything. We are going to go ahead and make a move before we do even start this first game. Yency Almonte, he's 30, he's a 72 overall, would probably be like our best bullpen pitcher when it comes to that. You know, our bullpen is not too dandy, and he wants more money. I mean, or more years. I'm not really looking to give him more than like a 1-year deal, so I'll throw a little bit more money, and he's still asking for more years. I'll go up to 4.5. That's my max here, and he does decide to sign. So we will have him in the bullpen at least for some time here. And this is what our lineup is going to be going into the season opener, home opener as well. We're going to have Wyatt Langford leading off, Adolis Garcia in the hole at 2, Corey Seager at 3, and then the jump off guy is going to be Jake Berger at number 4, Ezekiel Duran, Jock Peterson, Josh Young, Kyle Gashioka, and Marcus Semien. He's going to be playing the 9 hole. I like this lineup at least for some time. You know, we'll probably change it throughout the year, but just to get it started, this is what I want it to look like. And it is time to get the new year underway against the Boston Red Sox. As we have the national anthem going here, we're going to get this one started real quick. Opening day for our Texas Rangers here at Globe Life Field. Jacob deGrom taking the mound for his first start of the year and only his 7th start with Texas overall in the last 2 years. Going on year number 3, let's just hope that he can stay healthy this year and potentially get back to his CY Young days. As I'm going to go ahead and change the camera because I'm not playing on that zoomed in camera. As we are now going to get this one started with Jacob deGrom, the first pitch of the season, it is going to be a 1-0 count to start. 1-0 count now, Jacob deGrom is going to go for the slider here, and he gets a swing and a miss from Jared Duran. We have a 1-2 count now. Let's see if deGrom can get his first strikeout of the year. It's going to be a pop-up into right field to Adolis Garcia, and we're going to get the first out of this season here. Now on deck for the Red Sox is David Hamilton in the 2 hole. Let's see if he can maybe get something going. He's going to pop this one out to the left side. 0-1 count now, deGrom on the mound. deGrom's going to go for the slider here as Hamilton's just going to hit one in the right side of the field, and I did not turn the meter off, I guess, and they just got their first hit off of an error. That's not how he wanted to start. I just was not prepared for that meter to pop up. It has done me my glory in my days playing this game. Guy on first now, deGrom is going to pitch the bottom left center, and that's going to be strike 1 on the count to Rafael Devers. 0-1 now, deGrom's looking to get his first strikeout potentially, and he hits him in the bottom right corner. Guy on first, deGrom's going to look for his first strikeout, and he's going to get it here on Rafael Devers. First strikeout of the season from deGrom. He gets it done. 1-1 count now, deGrom's going to go for his curveball, and that one's going to be fouled to the left side. Now moving on a 1-2 count to potentially end the inning here, deGrom is going to throw this one into the dirt. 2-2 count now, guy on first. Can deGrom end the inning here? Seager's going to have to dive for this one. Seager gets it, and we're just not going to be able to make the throw in time. 1-0 count now, guy on first and second. We have a swing and a miss. 2-1 count now, deGrom's going to look for his slider here, and that's going to be counted as a strike on the left zone. We're going to go back to the slider here with a guy on first and second and potentially try to end the inning, and we have a full count. We have a full count here, 3-2, guy on first and second, and we have a foul ball. We're going to go back to the curve here on the full count. Can deGrom get his strikeout, and that's going to be a foul again. Bases loaded situation to start the season. This is definitely not what we wanted to have these very late innings with our very old pitcher. You know, we need to be able to end these innings pretty fast, and that's going to be a pop-up to end the bottom top of the first, and the Rangers are going to get at bat up next. We have an 0-1 count here with Garrett Crochet on the mound. Can Wyatt Langford get it going? And that's going to be a swing and a miss very early, trying to go for the contact. 0-2 count now. Crochet has pitched 2 straight strikes, but can we get it done? And that one probably shouldn't have swung there. It's going to be fouled into the dirt. Crochet is going on his 3rd pitch here, and we're just going to swing at a very high ball, and that is going to be the first out of the ball game for the Rangers. We got Josh Smith in the 2 hole here. Crochet has pitched all strikes so far. It's going to be an early swing and a miss again. Garrett Crochet has been looking very good so far to start this game off, and I'm worried that he may even pitch a shutout against us if he can even get a full game, but still, we have Corey Seager here now on the 3 hole. Can he just get the ball in play, get our first hit of the ball game, and not have to worry about potentially just not even getting a hit throughout the whole entire game? Seager's going to hit this one in the open of the field, and Seager's going to get on base for our first hit of the season onto first. and we don't have to worry about that anymore because Seager was able to get it done. 2 outs, guy on first. Jake Berger now here in the 4-hole cleanup, and he's going to swing and miss. 0-2 count now. Can Berger move his man on the base here, and he's going to swing and foul this one up. 0-2, man on first. Can Seager get his advance here, and I'm just going to swing at a pitch I shouldn't have swung at right there. 0-1 count here. DeGrom on the mound. He's going to look to throw for the slider, and we're going to get another swing and miss here. We're going to go to the curveball here on a 0-2 count. 4th pitch here. Handy dandy curveball is not going to be able to get the strikeout, but we are going to get a pop up here for the first out of the inning. We're going to go to the slider here on an 0-1 count. Could be pretty early, pretty dangerous to use, but we are going to get that second strike here, and we are a curveball away, the go-to pitch to get the strikeout. Jacob DeGrom, 0-2 count here, 3rd pitch at bat. Corey Seager's going to be able to field this one, and we're going to be able to get Connor Wong out here on first base, and that did not mess up the meter that time. Now the Sox here have Rafaela at the 9-hole. Let's see if he can get it going for them maybe, and DeGrom's just going to look for a dirt ball. 33 pitches already in the second inning as we have a 1-1 count, and that's going to make it 2-1. We're going to go back to the slider here on a 2-1 count. Fastballs just haven't been working here, and the slider's not going to work either, and we're going to have a 3-1 count, but potentially walking a man here very early. 3-1 count now, 2 outs. Can DeGrom just hit it in the zone here? And he's going to hit it very slow curveball on the top right center. We're going to go for the cluck here. Can we just get the strikeout and end it? He's going to swing and he's going to miss. And DeGrom is going to get a strikeout to end the top of the second. Josh Young here in the bottom of the second to lead it off. Josh Young probably could have had a homer right there. Just a little early. Pitched right down the middle, right in the breadbasket. We just swung a little bit too late, and that one is going to almost hit Josh Young. And now Marcus Semien coming to bat here. Can he get on base and start this inning off right? And Marcus Semien is going to crush this one into left center field, and that one is gone. For the first score of the season, first homer, Marcus Semien gets it done here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. And he's going to put up our first point of the ball game, first run. Luckily for them, there was no one else on base, but Marcus Semien crushed that one. That was pitched to him dead center right down the middle. Can't really say much else about that. Now Adolis Garcia up here to the plate, and Adolis Garcia is going to slam this one. Back-to-back homers. What a start to the bottom of the second. We get struck out with our first out of the inning, and then we get 2 home runs in a row. Adolis Garcia gets this one out, and we're going to have 2 homers in a row. The Texas Rangers are up 2-0. What's going on here? Only episode 1. We are crushing homers back to back. 0-0 count here to start this one off. Kyle Higashioka is up, and Kyle Higashioka, is this going to be another homer? 3 straight. And that is going to be caught right at the wall. We had a chance to get 3 straight homers right there as the ball was just caught by Jared Duran. And that would have been a cool thing to see. 3 in a row, but Jock Peterson's now up. 20 pitches for Crochet. He's keeping his count low because we are swinging very early here. Let's see if Crochet can let another homer up, and that is going to be a tipped foul to start this with an 0-1 count. 0-1 now, bottom of the second. Jock Peterson's going to look to send this one away, and that is going to be caught in center right field, and that is going to end the bottom of the second inning. Rangers up 2-0, 2 homers back-to-back from Garcia. You know, this is only the first game of the season. This is only episode number 1. I don't really expect to play much here, but we're just going to sim the rest of this one as it looks like we are looking pretty good so far. Start and 4, we're still up 2-0. Jacob DeGrom is losing his energy. You know, we don't want him to do too much, and as I say that, he allows 3 runs in the 5th. Let's get the bullpen going. And we're going to start this inning off with a single, another single, back-to-back. Bases are loaded here. Bases are loaded. We get a run, tie the ball game 3-3. They get an out, 1 out here. We're going to score 2 more runs here. We take the lead 5-3, and the Red Sox are going to pull out a pitching change. They're going to walk with only 1 out. We have bases loaded again. Another run scored, still 1 out, strikeout, and a ground out. So we're going to end that inning, though, putting up 4 runs, which is great to see. And I think DeGrom's day is over now. He has no energy at all. Confidence is still there, but we're going to put in the man we just signed. Yenny Almonte is going to head into the game here for his first game of the season. And we are also going to warm up Jacob Webb just in case we need to throw another guy in. But Yency Almonte gets the first out from a fly out. Then he gets a ground out, and he gets another ground out. So he gets through that inning pretty easily. That's what I like to see. We have a fly out here, a grounds out, and another grounds out. You know, Yency Almonte, maybe we give him another half an inning here. He has a fly out, a walk, and I think this is where we pull out Jacob Webb just so, we don't allow runs. We're sitting on a pretty good lead right now. I don't want to use the entire bullpen, but I don't want to allow runs for them to come back. All right, Jacob Webb, let's not start this off like you did with the Orioles and just perfectly. Okay, just what I wanted. He gets out of the inning. We get a grounds out, another grounds out, and a walk. Maybe we go for a steal. Never mind. It's Jake Burger at first, and Jacob Webb does get through the top of the 7th. And maybe we'll let him go a little bit longer here, as like I said, I didn't want to use the whole bullpen. He allows a single, then we get a fielder's choice, and they're going to sub here, and we're going to get a pop-up, so we get out of that inning. So I believe now maybe it's time to warm up our closer and just get him hot. We are already warming up another one of our relievers, but I don't see the point if we're just going to go ahead and close this game out. Let's just hope we do not sell this 3-run lead, as maybe I'm not speaking for the team here, but we have 1 out to go. There's no way we allow 3 runs, and we don't. And we end game number 1 with the W. The Rangers, we got to play back-to-back homers. We played the first 2 innings. We get it done, though. 2 homers, back-to-back. We take the win 6-3 here. And Adolis Garcia, the whole team, pretty happy. Jacob deGrom gets his first win. Threw a lot of pitches here between the first and the second inning. Eventually, in episode number 2, the plan is to play the entire series. When I say series, I mean, 3-game, 4-game, 2-game, whatever the series could be against that team. But we're going to get off to a 1-0 season start pretty early here. And we do have a 3-game series here against the Sox, so we'll see how the rest of this goes, as Jacob Webb is not hurt. I didn't even know he was hurt, but we do lose game number 2, 1-2 here. And game number 3 looks like Jack Lettler is out for 1 to 2 months. We're going to put him on the 15-day injury list just for now, and we do drop game number 3 as well. Actually, it's a 4-game series, so that's, maybe we can tie it up here and just not lose 3-1. That's definitely not what I want to see. And we do get the win here, 6-5. Box score will pull it up. Jared Duran, we don't really care for the Red Sox, but Riot Langford did get his first hit of the season, along with Duran hitting 2. Corey Seager got 2, and Jake Burger had 4 hits in this game. Jack Peterson 0, Josh Young had 1, Adolis Garcia had 1, and Marcus Semien had 1, and Jonah Heim had 3 hits as well. We had 15 hits that game as we get the win 6-3. But that's going to do it though for episode number 1. As I said, for future episodes, we're actually going to play the full game. I just wanted to get this series started very early. Maybe we drop episode 2 tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. I think the plan here for this series is to drop a new episode at least twice a week, as, I try to post at least 4 times a week. But now we're already posting some MLB The Show content as well, so I do want to get this one pushed out for you guys as well. So if you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button and comment down below what you think of this series so far. What do you want to see in the future? Do you want us to rebuild? What do you want us to do? Series number 1, we tied it 2-2. We start the season off 2-2. I believe next episode we're probably going to take on this 3-game series with the Angels. Maybe we'll take on the Dodgers. I think that one would be pretty more entertaining. Athletics, San Francisco. We'll figure that out in the next one though. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you never miss another video from the Go Hooties himself. And until next time, it's Tyler signing off. See ya.